going into game number 2 between Rage and Lobster. One game apiece, and we see that Rage have dropped their artillery going for 2 IS-3s, but the Lobster team have not changed their tactic at all, and they're sticking with the KV-5 strategy. Awesome. Let's see if we see a more aggressive strategy or lineup with this new lineup from Rage, if they're going to be more aggressive instead of so passive, and if Lobster know what they're doing and instead of being incredibly passive against the artillery this time engages early. And that is one of the troubles with artillery. If you run it, you run a high tier artillery, a lot of teams seem like they fail to want to be aggressive because they feel that if they're leaving their artillery alone, he could just get killed, and that's a waste of 7 points. So we're going to see now Rage have moved forward this time straight into it. Blackmailer doing the usual T69 in the middle, guarding the tracks. Rage runs straight into Soleg though first, and that's the KV-5 doing his thing, but he's way ahead of his forces. I don't see anyone else from Lobster there, and if the KV-5, although it's very tough, it's caught on its own, it still can die very easily on its own. It needs its backup, it needs there to be on its own. And it can't be on its own, so it needs to have support, and otherwise it's just no good. What's the point of absorbing damage if you've got no follow-up or no damage coming out from your team? Some shots exchanged there between Anladis and Soleg, IS-3 versus KV-5. Anton Resin does receive a shot from Groff as he pokes around the corner trying to see what's going on. But with only 2 of Lobster spotted, not entirely sure what they've got planned. Both T1s from Rage though are on the outside. Looks like they're ready to go for a cap swap, or at least to prevent a cap swap from occurring with T1s from the Lobster team. Fulltuck and the unpronounceable are there ready to take in Soleg, and Soleg comes around the corner, does receive a lot of damage from the 2 IS-3s, but the unpronounceable isn't there able to help. Abugra turns up and starts doing some serious damage to Tuck, and they will be able to take him down because of Soleg's extra damage, but will Bugra be able to get out of there? Another shot from Atlantis and he's going down. That's what he's going for, he's chasing him down. Will he get the shot off? He's going to get the angle, and the answer is wait a minute, Atlantis isn't able to get the shot off, but there Blackmailer is able to get around the back. No, Atlantis was able to. But in the meantime, Shilov and Voldrak comes around the back and finishes off the rest of the Rage team that were in the middle. And Atlantis, Blackmailer and Groff are going to try and box them in. There was the T1s doing the exchange up the middle as we see the 2 T1s there from Rage going into the cap circle, going for the cap exchange. Blackmailer and Atlantis goes in on their own though. They're waiting for Groff. That could be a disaster for them as Atlantis gets focused down. The reason they send Groff home is unknown. They could see that there was only 1 T1 there. Deciding to lose the fight instead of anything else was just bizarre for me. The decision making to send Groff back to defeat the T1s was a bit silly. But Blackmailer turns up trying to get some damage done on these AMX 5100s who obviously don't have that much ammo. Another shot will take Shilov down. Will they get him? No. If you keep aiming for that gap, Blackmailer, you might be able to catch him, but no. Oh, Shilov is now blocked off and deciding not to go instead. Groff is going to come from the rear, take a shot into Shilov, take him down. Whoa. Yep, does take him down. And Voldrak now getting back to try and cap against, or counter the cap from Rage. 2 shells though from this guy to take out the T1s is going to leave him in a position where he probably can't kill Groff and Blackmailer. There goes the shot into Blackmailer. He is ignoring the T1s, but the T1s around the back can actually do a lot of damage. And there Voldrak's receiving a ton of damage from the T1s. And Blackmailer is going to go down in the next shell, but Groff is here. And Groff should be able to take him down with help of the T1s. He's now within 1 shot of dying because of the T1's extra damage. You don't underestimate the T1s. Boom! Groff does get him. That was incredibly close. I'm actually surprised Rage let it get that close. It did feel like they mishandled the situation. And it was... yeah. That was a lot better than the previous battle. Let's put it that way. Right, so that was actually a really cool battle to watch, but I think that Rage handled themselves a little bit wrong there. Although they won the battle in the end, they left it to being actually really close. Groff retreating to kill the T1s just wasn't needed. It was just a singular T1. We saw the other T1 on the minimap against the two T1s from Rage, so they knew that it was just one. That's a minute and a half to capture. He's not going to get anywhere. They could easily win that fight before going back and clearing the T1s, but instead they divided their forces and they did lose the main fight. And they almost lost the fight back at the base because Groff was down to one more hit and he would die. If it wasn't for the T1s doing the damage against the AMX, they could have lost this. So that was actually incredibly close. If we look at the points though from the damage done by the tanks, we have the IS-3s doing around 1,500, but Tuck was focused down and didn't get much off. 10 shells from Groff, so he still had 2 remaining at the end there. The damage though from the T1 Cunningham's doing over 300 damage a piece if you average it out, was really, really cool. 5 shots, 5 hits for the Unpronounceable, so that's pretty cool for them. On the reverse, 12 full shots hit from Voldrak, only 1 missing, and a full clip from Shilov, but Anton Retten only getting off 3 of his 6 really didn't do it for them. The KV-5 though was able to do a reasonable amount of damage and absorb 2,000 worth of damage, with Bugra doing around 1,000, got a clip and 1 shot off. The extra shot didn't do anything, but yeah, that was really close. It was actually a good entertaining game there.